to not like anyone and then don't get attached.
If you're too likable, which is my warning for you, because obviously everybody here loves you, and everybody loves your character. So you're in dangerous ground right now.
I know, guys. Don't let it known too much out there.
I
may not see this season now.
I don't mean to tell you how to do your job, but you may be not doing it too well, or too well. You're doing it a little too efficiently. Our next question is from Faye Yu from Mix. There she is.
Hi. So, aside from your breakout role in television, you've also starred in movies, blockbuster movies. So, how does that feel? And did you always want to make movies?
Yes, absolutely. I'm kind of living my dream, I guess, at the moment. Doing film is so exciting. It's very different to television, just the pure scale of it. But at the same time, shooting Game of Thrones is sometimes like shooting a movie when there's like 500 people on set and big cranes and crazy locations. So I've had quite a good transition into movies, actually, and it's been great just working with the caliber of people I've been working with. Is just such a blessing and a challenge for me, and I've just learned so much about how movies are made, and it's very exciting.
Your driving style change after the Furious movie?
Sorry, say that again?
Did your driving style change after the Furious movie?
Okay, I have a confession. Like, I don't actually have a driver's license. And I'm in a car movie, so that's quite awkward. No, I live in London. You just jump on the bus or the tube. It's so much quicker. You don't need to drive, really.
Yeah. Plus, I don't think Khaleesi has a Dragon's trainer's license in real life, also. So
I know. I mean,
you're even.
She could just hook me up, but
she could.
Just,
right?
Okay, they're her dragons. I get it. Whatever.
Let's go to GMA News. Bam Alegre. Where's Bam? There's Bam. There you are, sir.
Hi.
Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Manila. I saw one of your tweets that you had a tour of Intramuros. How was it like?
I had what?
Did you have a tour here in Manila?
Oh, it was so good. I learned so much. I was very proud. I was like walking around, and it was so beautiful. And my sister and I took a historical tour. We went to the Manila Cathedral and San Augustine Church and Fort Santiago, yeah. And I learned lots of things, and it was really interesting.
Just a quick follow-up. How is it like imagining dragons on stage when you're imagining dragons when you're acting out your scene?
Well, most of the time it's usually a big green ball on the end of a stick, and you just have to use your imagination, and that's part of the magic of being an actress and getting to play make-believe, so it's good fun.
It's the scariest, most frightening ball and stick apparently in the history of ever.
Yeah, basically.
Alright, let's go to Michelle Alejandro from Chalk Magazine.
Hi.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, welcome to the Philippines.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask, what is it like, or what does it entail working on a television show with the scope that Game of Thrones has? Like you said, it's kind of like shooting a movie, but you're shooting over extended periods of time. And I read that you don't even all really work together because you're all in different places. So just what's it like to work on something as massive as this?
I mean, it's wonderful. What's so great about Game of Thrones and the cast and the crew, the writers, the producers, everybody they're just really good people. And every time I get those emails to say, oh, you've got a costume fitting for season 5 or season 6, every time we go back I'm like so excited, because it's like going home or going back to school, and it's familiar and comfortable, and everyone works really, really hard, and they're so down to earth and so sweet, and yeah, I often just feel so lucky because there's such a good gang there, and they take such good care of us. Everything feels, we're sometimes in these crazy locations, and they just make it so easy, and yeah, it's pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie.
Every time back, it's like going back to school, except one of your classmates has been brutally stabbed by 8 of his friends.
Yeah.
Let's go to
Not really.
Marco Ho. Marco Ho. There you go, Bogart the Explorer.
Hi Natalie, quick wish to know On Game of Thrones, nobody really knows when they're going to die. You know what I mean? How would you like your character to go when that happens? And what would you take away when your character does die? What would you take away from the whole experience, though?
Okay, I've had like 2 ideas about how I would like Missandei to die. Part of me is like, she's had a hard life, slavery and all that craziness. So I kind of want her to like settle down and be happy and maybe have some kids. That's kind of, and grow old. It's lovely. But then part of me is like, maybe she could just die in an epic battle and like kick some butt first, and suddenly we realise that she's like a ninja secretly, and we're like, oh my god, Missandei's so badass. Like, that would be really cool for me to play. So one of the 2 I'd be happy with. And what would I take away from the experience? Just how special and like a beautiful experience it's been, and the love that we receive from fans, and the love that goes into making it. I think that will just always stay with me, always.
Thank you very much, sir. Our next question is from Alyosha Robilios from the Philippine Daily Inquirer.
Hi, welcome to the Philippines. So now fans are waiting to see what will happen. Marine is in the hands of a triumvirate, which you're part of, and your character is involved in some sort of a restrained romance.
Yeah.
So what can fans expect from the next season? I mean, can you give us some juicy details, please?
You'd like me to tell you, wouldn't you? Yeah, I mean, obviously, I have to keep my, keep my answer not too detailed, but yeah, this season's really exciting. I think it's got a lot of momentum, and we were left with Peter Dinklage in our little team, so we're seeing a whole new dynamic with that group, which only Tyrion can bring, I think. So that's going to be fun to watch. That's all I'm going to say. So that's it.
Do you guys ever, go through the script, and I know you're seeing them and you're reading it for the first time? I mean, do you ever look through it and you go, wait, what? And then you go back on it again, you're like, no way.
Yeah, that happens. And to be honest with you, I often get so excited about other people's storylines. So I'll be reading the scripts and it'll be, I don't know, about Arya or whoever, and I'm like, oh my god. And like, that is just the coolest thing about being on the show, because I get to like follow other people's stories as well. So yeah.
Everybody's a fan, obviously.
Yeah,
Everybody's a fan.
I'm so hardcore. I mean, I came into season 3, but I watched from the beginning religiously. Like, I'm there with you guys, so just really great.
Yeah, you're living the life. You're living the life.
Great.
You're a fan of the show, and then you wound up on it.
I know, it's kind of crazy.
It is. From Rappler, Paolo Abad. We have right over here. Right over here.
Hi.
What can you say about the way women have been portrayed in Game of Thrones, especially in the last season, with so many pivotal things happening to the female characters? Cersei, Arya, Sansa, Brienne, Marjorie, Daenerys, and even Melisandre.
Right. I mean, we've got a real mix of female characters, but what I think we are seeing with Game of Thrones is strong women, powerful women, not necessarily in an obvious way. Just the likes of Missandei, who is, I guess, a kind of quiet soul, but she's super smart and she's assertive, and we're seeing very, very intelligent women who are surviving this very, very harsh world that the wonderful George Martin created for them. So yeah, we had some pretty dark things happening to some female characters last season, but they persevere and they keep going, and I think that's really important that we see that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. From TV5, Miss Anne Cabral. Anne?
Oh, hi.
Right over there.
Hi, hello, welcome to Manila.
Hi.
If you do have time now, what else are you looking forward to do here?
I'm so sorry I didn't hear
What
you.
else are you looking forward to do here in Manila?
What else am I looking to do here? Well, unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of time. I would have liked to have flown to other islands and seen beaches, because I've heard you guys have got some pretty awesome beaches. And I love myself a sunset at the beach. So yeah, that would have been fun, but maybe I'll have to do a little return trip soon. Who knows?
Please!
That just means you gotta come back. That just means you gotta come back. So it's a blessing in disguise. That way when you do come back, you'll have more time. I'm sure a couple of people here would volunteer to take you around.
Oh, I hope so.
Everybody would, trust me. They'd kill themselves. To Ms. Gabby Garcia from GMA7. Gabby, alright, she's right there, over to my left.
Hi, Miss Natalie.
Hi.
Can I ask who's your favorite Game of Thrones character and why?
My favourite Game of Thrones character would probably be, I'm torn, it's Daenerys, and it has to be. She's my homie as well, so I've got to be loyal. Yeah, I think a close second is Tyrion, just because he's so brilliant and hilarious.
Yeah, can you say hi to Aha?
Hi, Aha.
Hi, thank you so much, Miss Natalie.
You're so welcome.
You know, you're probably one of like 2 or 3 people in the world who can actually say, I gotta go with Daenerys because she's my homie, and I gotta represent.
It's kind of cool, right? I feel like I should mic drop and just...
Exactly, that's top of your resume. Natalie Emmanuel, Daenerys is my homie.
Yeah, I should have that on a t-shirt.
You should.
Let's make that happen.
Remember who has 50% of the idea and the profit in the future. We go to pep.ph, Ms. Jocelyn Di Maculangan. She's right there in the front.
While reading the script, have you seen anything about Jon Snow? How would you describe Emilia Clarke off screen and how do you warrant off camera?
So, to answer your first question, I have no answer. I'm sorry to say. But Emilia, Emilia, she's so sweet. We have so much fun together. It's kind of a match made in heaven because we hang out off set and stuff. We like to have little tea parties. And she's a sweetheart. I really love working with her, and we have a lot of fun. So that's all I can say really. She's lovely.
the mother of dragons and her best friend in the harshest condition ever written or put on screen. But off cam, they're just having tea.
Drinking tea.
Just having tea, getting their nails done. Beautiful. Candy Magazine, Diane Zerzuela. Dan. Alright, right there.
Hi, so you're also in Maze Runner, the sequel, and also Fast and the Furious. And both casts are known to be very tight-knit groups. How were you able to bond with them, and what did you guys do off-screen?
Well, what is really lucky, I've been so lucky because I've joined Game of Thrones, Furious 7 and Maze Runner, and they're like an established group of people, and I've been really lucky to work with really sweet people who just are like, oh, you're one of us now, and yeah, it's just so easy because they're lovely people, and you can't really ask for much more than that. With Maze Runner a lot, we played Mario Kart quite a lot. Well, actually, they played Mario Kart, and I watched because I'm terrible at it. It's that case of when everyone's finished and they're like waiting for me, who's in 12th and like stuck in a corner and going the wrong way. So the others kind of were good at that, and I enjoyed watching them play. And then with the Furious 7 lot, I mean, they're really family-orientated people, so it was often just going around for lunch, and I actually spent Thanksgiving with Vin and his family when we were filming in Atlanta, and that was just so great, because I mean, being English, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but they were really adamant that I wasn't to be in my hotel by myself, and that is kind of says it all really, and says a lot about the people that that the person that Vin is and his family are, so I love those guys. It's so good.
Thank you very much, Diane. Let's go to Geekmatic, Mr. Mark Nunez. Mark's right there in the middle.
Just a follow-up question yung, earlier. You mentioned that Game of Thrones is a very inclusive series and that shows empowered women. Do you see your character also made the same influence in today's society as a
Yeah, absolutely. She represents smart women. She represents people who have nothing and come from nothing, but using what's up here and their courage to overcome, you know, incredible, astonishing circumstances. You know, her intelligence is what made Daenerys go, okay, I see you. We need to be friends. We need to, you know, be in cahoots. So I think Missandei absolutely represents that, and that's why I love playing her.
The way Daenerys speaks in your head when you're describing it to other people, it feels like it's a different show to me altogether, but it's still one that I'll watch. This Daenerys going, yo homegirl, I see you.
Yeah, we need to be...
There's apparently a different universe, or there's a gangsta Daenerys somewhere there.
I know, right? Maybe we should like just film one episode where everyone just spoke.
You should.
Just, you know, kind of colloquially, like using slang and stuff. That'd be fun.
I would
one day.
I would pay to see that. For the watch, homie. CNN Philippines. Sorry, I know it's still fresh. Ricky Guyab from CNN Philippines. Ricky, there she is.
Hello.
Hi.
What do you
That's
think
Rika.
what do you think your character Missandei can do to help Marine now that Daenerys is gone?
Well, Missandei has travelled to Marine many times with her slave master, and she understands Marine. She's been there many times and understands the culture, and maybe she could be a voice for the Marinese people and maybe help the people in the pyramid understand what's going on in the city. So, and obviously with her dialect abilities, she might be able to help communicate that.
It seems very natural to you when you're speaking in, you know, this different dialect, and you know, for 99.9% of the world, we're seeing it, we're like, I'll take her word for it. It seems legit. Is that a difficult process at all?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But we are given loads and loads of help. We've, I mean, David J. Peterson, who writes the language, who is just a genius, he sends us recordings of him saying each sentence, and then it's written out phonetically and in English, so you know what you're saying, which helps with performance. And it's a case of repeating it over and over and over again until it's in your brain.
He's never trapped you with a trick word in there somewhere. Not yet?
It's not necessarily words that is the problem. Sometimes it's pronunciation.
Right.
And there's sort of like guttural sounds that you have to make, and the rolling of the R's and linking it and making it seem fluid. Sometimes that is the challenge. Yeah, and then I have to then jump back to English like
like
it's nothing.
Yeah, you do a very good job. Nobody notices. Nobody notices. We all take your word for it. We don't understand what the word is per se, but thank goodness for subtitles.
Well, I feel quite particular about the language actually. Being the translator, I think it's only right that I like do it well. So, I practice it a lot.
Well, we'll teach you some Filipino before you leave here. Maybe,
Okay.
Maybe we can throw in one Filipino word in there. David's not gonna notice. He's you know.
Just throw it in there.
Yeah, just throw it in right in the middle, like adobo, like real quick. Right?
Yeah.
It's no one's gonna mind.
Okay, next season you'll be like, oh my god, she did it!
Coolest thing ever. We have one more from Mr. Oliver Palumbarit from the Philippine Daily Inquirer. Oliver's right over there.
Hi. Obviously, Daenerys changed a lot of people's characters' lives in the show. How are you changing her life? Your character.
I was like, me personally?
Missandei changing Daenerys' life.
How is she changing?
Or at least adding to it.
How is Daenerys changing Missandei's life, or the other way around?
No, well, she changed a lot of people's lives. How do you figure in her development, her character's development?
Well, I think Daenerys hasn't really had a genuine friend, and I think they're just really good friends, and it's really sweet how they like. I loved I think it was season 4, and when Grey Worm was having a little peek at Daenerys and at Missandei in the stream, and they were talking, like sitting there just braiding my hair, and we're talking about boys. I mean, that's what you want in a friend, right? You just want to sit there and braid each other's hair and talk about boys. You know, it's just really sweet, and they genuinely support each other, and they recognise each other's abilities and power as two women, but from very, very different backgrounds and upbringings and what have you, and they just have this common ground, and it's really sweet, and they kind of, I just love it. And then obviously I get to work with media, so that's a lot of fun.
Thank you very much, sir, and we want to thank all our friends from the media for all your questions and for taking the time out here.
They were great questions, by the way.
We want to thank Ali, of course, for coming out here and answering our questions and coming to Manila. We hope that you come back. There are a couple of guys here and girls who are willing to take you to any beach you choose.
Well, this is my first Comicon ever. Like I've and I got to do it here with you guys. So thanks for having me. It's been really special.
So there you go. No problem. I will now follow her around as her translator, just to give her a taste of what it's like. Thank you very much for coming out. We greatly appreciate you. One more time, it's Natalie Emmanuel, ladies and gentlemen.
Love you, Natalie!